What is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another tarot love reading. In today's love reading, we're going to do something special. I'm doing a collaboration reading for you with my friend Lisa from Flow State. She's actually the only tarot reader that I go to myself when I need a personal reading. Like if there's information I need, answers I need, and for some reason I can't get my big damn ego out of the way long enough to translate what the message is really trying to say to me, first thing I do is book a reading with Lisa. So she's been super helpful to me. I'm sure you're going to love her. But we are going to do a reading today for single people. So if you don't have a romantic person of interest, if you've been through a breakup and you're in between relationships right now, waiting on the next person to come in, this reading is for you, because that's exactly what we're going to look at. Who's coming in next and all the stuff surrounding that. So here we are with Lisa.
Hello, beautiful people, and thank you so much for letting me vibe with you again. I appreciate it so much. As Alan has already mentioned, we're going to be doing a pick a card reading today for the singles who are interested in what's coming next in regards to love. So we're going to take a look at where you're currently at, and then look at what is coming in for you, some of the challenges, all the ooey gooey good stuff. We're going to see who's moving towards you, what their feelings and intentions are. But I have four different groups, or we have four different groups for you to choose from today. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about each gem, just in case that helps you choose your group as well. So group number one, you are the purple agate. Purple agate. Okay, and purple agate helps to awaken awareness, to transform negative thoughts or beliefs. It helps to enhance the higher mental function and concentration, and it's also really great for soothing anger and anxiety, okay? Pretty chill little stone. Purple agate, that is group number one. Group number two, you are this little clear quartz point. Sky. Group two, okay, with the clear quartz. And clear quartz is kind of a jack of all trades. You can program clear quartz to do anything for you, so it's a really beautiful crystal to work with. But it also helps to assist in the creation of power and provide clear thinking to enable thoughts to more effectively influence. It harmonizes and aligns human energies with the energies of the universe and makes these greater energies available to humanity. So it helps you align with more universal energies, Christ consciousness, that sort of thing. Okay, but yeah, like I said, clear quartz can kind of do it all. It can kind of do anything. So that is group number two. Group number three, you have the pink tourmaline. Pink tourmaline for group number three. Okay, you're struggling. You are struggling. How can I help you? There we go. Okay, so pink tourmaline for group number three. And pink tourmaline, I love. It is great for promoting peace during periods of intense transformation. It can assist you in releasing old emotional pain and destructive feelings related to old emotional pain. It helps generate confidence as well as trust and openness, specifically in the areas of the heart. Resonates with the heart chakra, okay? So pink tourmaline, that is group number three. And the last group, group number four, is here with the aquamarine. Aquamarine. Okay. And aquamarine for you guys, group number 4, helps to enhance rapid intellectual response and the assimilation of knowledge. It can help you to attune your spiritual awareness and enhance connection with your higher self. It stimulates, activates, and cleanses the throat chakra as well, okay? Just a couple things. Of course, all of these crystals, you guys, they do way more than that, than what I'm mentioning, right? So if you do resonate strongly with a stone, I suggest that you look it up and do a little more research on it, or grab yourself a piece and just see how you personally resonate with it. But yes, group number 1 with the purple agate, group number 2 with the clear quartz, 3 with the pink tourmaline, and 4 with aquamarine. I'll give you guys one more moment to check out your choices here. You can also choose by using the numerology in the timestamp or info box below. When you guys are ready, we will meet you at your group. So let's get started with group number 1. Group number 1, you're the group who chose the purple agate, this cute little guy. So let me just lay down the cards that I pre-pulled for you. There's some tarot cards and some oracle cards. And then Alan's going to help me clarify and break everything down. Okay. Look at the oracle cards at the end. And this. Wait, I've laid those all down in the reverse accidentally. Hold on one second. Okay. So your current energy in regards to love is the Knight of Swords. I mean, what can I say? I kind of feel like you're ready for love. I kind of feel like you wouldn't mind getting something started. The Knight of Swords is pretty quick moving. They don't mind saying what they want and what's on their mind. So you may be open about being single and being like wanting to be communicative with other people, wanting to meet new people. Clarify the Knight of Swords. The Chariot in reverse, the Three of Swords, the Sun at the bottom of the deck. You're still walking away. The Eight of Cups is under that from something that was disappointing. You might be wanting to almost slingshot yourself into something new to avoid this, which is the sort of remnants of what you're coming out of. Yeah.
I got the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords come out here. 3 of Wands on the bottom. That's an energy of waiting on something. It's about having like a positive expectancy that the thing you're trying to manifest is actually going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet, and you're kind of waiting on it to materialize. Feel like you probably went through a pretty bad breakup at some point, got abandoned, left out in the cold, maybe made to feel like you weren't quite good enough. So when we're looking at what came out here, this Knight of Cups is about taking actions toward love and emotions, like moving forward on some love offer or love connection. But right under that is this King of Swords, this very logical, rational, analytical way of looking at things, where you kind of throw emotions out the window and look at what's right in front of you, trying to pay attention to the facts of the matter. Almost like there's a little bit of hesitancy involved, or a need to feel like you're paying attention to what's really going on and not let your emotions get too involved.
Yeah. And I feel like I see why that is, because in the recent past is the Emperor in reverse. So it's like you have, yeah, you know, I'm hearing that like I've seen better days song or whatever from the 90s, I think. But I feel like the past has been a little bit rough, guys. And in regards to your people that you really wanted to be sort of a counterpart, a divine counterpart, like these were major letdowns with the Emperor in reverse. People that maybe tried to control you, people who maybe betrayed you. Page of Wands, they said they were the Emperor, they were the Page of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, they didn't even know how to put the work in. You know, they didn't know how to show up and be the Emperor, because they were really just a page. So
Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. That's like going back and forth about something. Twos are decisions. This is one where you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out about it. You're not 100% certain. You're weighing the options, looking at the pros and cons. You got some wavy water in the background, rough, choppy emotions. This is someone who is like trying to decide between two things that they can't have both of. Like, should I turn left or should I turn right? You can't do them both. So this is like, should I or shouldn't I? Will they or won't they? Do I or don't I? What came out? Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles actually came out first. That's like the combining together of two people, two families, all their assets and resources, like building lives together. I have a feeling that that didn't pan out. That was off balance. Got the Queen of Pentacles right underneath that, but no King of Pentacles here. We're missing the other piece of the equation here. Now, we do have an opportunity presenting itself, some physical, tangible, real-world opportunity here. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into this Ten of Pentacles, but it's not the Ten of Pentacles. It's potential. You got to grab this and do something with it, or it's just empty potential.
I feel like that's what the dream has always been, and that's what you've been steadily moving towards in your life. And then you just feel like these Emperor in reverses have been detours. I feel like you're pretty clear on what it is you want. And I feel like that's why you're moving forwards with such like gusto at this point, because you see clearly what it wasn't.
Yeah, in the past, I got the Six of Swords or Six of Cups on the past. Page of Cups. That was not a king. That was premature. That was immature. That was not fully emotionally developed in the past. Yeah, which is why it died. You're looking for the king.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like you've also transformed yourself. You've leveled up yourself. Won't settle for less. So who or what is actually coming in for you next? Okay, I like this. So I pulled some archetype cards. So let's look at those first. You get the Destroyer and the Father, releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life. And then talent for creating and supporting life and positive guiding light within a tribal unit. This person feels like a leader. They feel like very courageous, not fearless, but it's like they know when to take a risk and they're not afraid to step up. I feel like you guys have this in common because you're releasing what is and has been potentially destructive for you because you want something new and better. And this person also does that. There's strong Scorpio and Aries energy, I feel like here, and maybe Leo as well. But then they get the King of Pentacles, where the Queen of Pentacles was over there before without the king. This is the king now showing up. Yeah. This is just, they're not your past. This was your past, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and it caused you the Four of Cups, but this is someone who brings you out of the Four of Cups. They're not this. This is someone who is stable, like they'll stay. They make you feel safe and secure, I feel like, with the King of Pentacles. Woo, too.
Nice. You might have some sort of an internal conflict still. Five of Wands on the bottom. This is like a piece of you wants one thing and another piece of you wants the opposite, and you're kind of playing this internal struggle inside of what it is that you desire. I do have the Two of Pentacles again and the Seven of Wands. So this is like that off balance stuff. It's like defending against that, fighting against that. Like, you know what you want, I think. And I think previously you weren't getting what you want. But the other card that came out here is Justice, the most powerful card of balance in the deck. This is like the right, fair, just thing. This is about severing something that's not in balance, which the past wasn't in balance, and balance getting restored so that what's supposed to happen can actually happen. That's looking good.
Yeah, it could also even be happening in Libra season, which we're in now. If you're watching this at the time of release, like you could be meeting this new person.
These two just shot out, the Emperor and Judgment. So yeah, we're back to the Emperor, not in reverse this time. It was in reverse for you, right?
Yeah, that's the past. Yeah, so you've leveled up, and I want to just like, that's where this is coming from. Yeah, see, you took the leap, you leveled up. Mm-hmm. You're in like a new dimension now. because I was just hearing the Beastie Boys, like the beginning of Intergalactic Planetary, where they're like, another dimension, another dimension, another dimension. I feel like you have moved into that. Sorry, I'm not a singer,
Channel
but
great music, I swear.
I bring the comedy to the group. But yeah, your perception and feelings of the person that's coming in, the Two of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, that's your perception and your feelings for them. You perceive them as being the Two of Cups, like right off the bat. Like it's like your souls see each other and you're like, oh, I've known you before. Or like, oh yeah, what's up? Like there's a familiarity. And with you feeling like the Five of Pentacles, this is like you want to get closer to this person. I don't feel like they're putting you out in the cold, but maybe they're at a distance from you.
I got death on the bottom. So again, there's that massive transformation that you've gone through. It looks like the transformation led you to being in the Nine of Cups, which is where you need to be. I know everybody's goal is the Ten of Cups, but this is the real goal. It's when you love yourself and you pour your love into yourself and you receive love from yourself. It's not needing the external person to fill your cups for you and make you feel whole. This is you do that on your own. Your happiness and your approval come from inside of you. This is how you manifest to you another person in this state. That's how you get to the 10. You come together with another 9 and the cups overflow. Looks like that's exactly what you're manifesting here, because there's that overflowing cup and there's the Mac Daddy Master Manifester, the Magician. So this is you going through a transformation that starts manifesting from this 9 of Cups, not from an energy of lacking love, but an energy of being full already. And that's how you manifest what you want. Awesome.
Yeah. And even like jumping ahead, the advice even is the Nine of Cups on this side. Right. So, and you just explained why the advice is the Nine of Cups. So I don't even have to do it now. But yeah, that's exactly it. That's the state you want to be in. And that's where your focus should be, because it will actually call this in the fastest that way, because you're just aligning with it perfectly so it can flow to you. But there's something, what's this Five of Pentacles in the feelings? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's something you feel like you can't do anything about in order to see this person or be closer. So there might be distance between you. There's something you're having trouble working out when they come in. But it forces you to make a decision about them. And I feel like it has you moving away from your past in some way.
I think you might be right that there's distance there. I got the Tower with the World. That could be massive distance, and that's like causing some sort of a disconnect here. But there is a plan for the future to get past all that. It looks like, yeah, to heal it. There's hope. The future holds hope.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so their perception and feelings of you when they come in, the Devil and the Queen of Swords in reverse. I almost feel like you feel all the feelings and then you freak out a little bit. Don't freak out, group one. Just be cool. No, just kidding. I don't know anything about being cool, but I can tell you that this person is going to be obsessed with you. They're going to feel such like an allure towards you with the Devil that it's almost like I'm hearing that I Put a Spell on You song. It's like this person feels you almost magically did something to them. But within their feelings, the Queen of Swords in reverse, there's some sort of coldness that they feel here. So maybe you're just protecting yourself if you feel like this is unrealistic. If there is distance, maybe that scares you because you don't know how you could work it out. So although you want it, you're like acting a little cold. This person feels like you're a little, justice. It's like you know what you deserve and you're scared to go all in with this person, even though you feel it, because there's like a technical difficulty, quote unquote.
And I think that's tied to your past. I got like a 5-card message here just on the bottom, not counting what came out. I got the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So here we are with 2 more kings again. That's the king I was missing earlier. Lisa's already got that for you. But there's some sort of mental and psychological pain that you've dealt with before related to some love connection here. And You've got some fear, worry, and anxiety about that probably happening again. I think that's what there's some burden that you're carrying from the past with that. And this person is picking up on it in some sense, like sensing that you have some sort of worries about being hurt again. And there's some clarity, there's some ability to sever this burden. It's a 10, it's a completion, it's the spot where you're supposed to lay the burden down from the past and move forward without it.
Yeah. And I feel like this person, they have healthy boundaries, don't get me wrong, because they're perceiving you as the devil. And I feel like they feel almost like it's like Icarus in the sun. They don't want to fly too close and get burned right now because you're transforming and something big is going on with you personally outside of love altogether, I feel like on a grander scale. And I think that's maybe part of the reason you have some guards up yourself, because you might feel slightly vulnerable. You're just going through a lot. But yes, your advice is the 9 of Cups, like I said before. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come out about that. Okay. Page of Wands, the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. You have to see a hard truth about yourself in order to really access this abundance that's trying to come in right now. Because I feel like you might be the only thing standing in your own way. And it's like you want it, but you still have a belief system that almost says you're not abundant. And there's something that's trying to be like renewed in your heart space, in your soul. It's like when you lay that burden down, you're the Page of Wands again. You're in the sun. This could be inner child healing. Like this is very deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely some cycle for you that needs to come to an end so that a new cycle can begin. I've got the World, the end of the major arcana. Right behind it is the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build that 10 of Pentacles that we all want. There's some cycle that you need to end personally. And I know that's what it is because the very first card that came out is Judgment. That's like you ascending to the next level. That's you passing the judgment on the thing that needs ended, letting it end. And when you do, there's another 3, the 3 of Cups. This is about being united and celebrating.
And Judgment is also a card of like awareness. And you have the High Priestess here with the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles you were mentioning. And it's like I think you know what you need to do to push forwards to this. I don't really feel like that's hidden from you anymore. So it's like, I'm almost feeling an energy of like accountability with yourself is needed at this time because you're ascending. But there's also things that are coming in for you that are expansive in nature, expansive in love, expansive in whatever other kinds of abundance, but you have to be open to it and they're going to push your limits because your capacity to hold more love and everything is growing with this stuff. It's really beautiful though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the oracle cards that I have for you guys. New moon promise. Maybe something might be happening around the next new moon. Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Okay. And then loss, grief, sadness, resurrection. So I feel like for some of you, you are releasing something from the past and then calling something new in, and you're just being asked to flow with it, with that renewal energy. The other people who aren't actually releasing something specific, you're releasing your old way of viewing yourself so that you can be reborn. But yeah, that's what I see for you, group number 1. So thanks for hanging out, and we're going to move on to group number 2. Okay. There's more cards for this one.
No problem.
I kind of like that message though.
Yes.
Okay.
Again, really cool how things you're saying, I have cards that support that and vice versa. It's like, wow, that's crazy.
No, I like, you have this look on your face where you're just like, I'm amused but not surprised that this is happening right now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's how I am with spirit now too. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess like weirder shit has happened. I've seen weirder shit. So but it's kind of nice that the synchronicities are so
Yeah.
almost constant lately. It's like reassuring, you know?
This deck wants to talk bad.
Okay, what's going on with you, group number two? You're in group number two if you chose the clear quartz. Little point here. Okay, so what's happening? Okay. Oh gosh, I did it again. These are backwards. So I'm laying things down backwards accidentally. Okay. You feel like nothing is happening. So there's definitely that energy that you were feeling like your deck wants to talk. It's like it's like an energy of impatience, I feel like, with you in regards to love right now, group two, because you have the sun or knight of pentacles in reverse for your energy regarding love. This is literally like like I'm hearing the Jeopardy music or whatever when you're just like waiting. And it's like, I feel like you're literally like, this could come at any fucking time, like ready when you are, spirit. And it's like nothing is happening. What's going on? The devil. The devil and the chariot in reverse, clarifying. I feel like you know exactly. Tea is being spilled right now, group two. This is tea. Three major arcana cards, like spirit is giving me tea right now, saying you already know why you're not moving forwards, and it's some sort of toxic cycle or belief or habit maybe that's keeping you stuck. I'm called out.
Yeah, look at all this stuff trying to come out. Jeez.
Called out.
Oh, Eight of Swords on the bottom. That's an energy of being stuck in your head about something, thinking about it over and over again on like a repeating loop and not really being able to shut your mind off. It's about like not being sure what the safe move to make is, or not being able to see around you like what's coming, and feeling stuck and trapped and blocked in that. Like that's why you're overthinking and grinding on something. This can also be a self-imposed mental prison of your own thoughts. Like just the way you're thinking about something is making it so.
Yeah.
And it's what you're thinking about is like this whole concept of being combined together and combining your life with someone else and being physically intertwined like that. You're off balance about it, and something must have been stuck, because I've got the Two of Pentacles and the Hanged Man here. Two of Pentacles is like, whoa, hey, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like going back and forth on it. Can't make your mind up. Emotionally off balance in the meantime, and trying to decide between two things, and you can't have them both. And it's like you're stuck in that. You're stuck in this like going back and forth about it, back and forth about it. You're like stuck in that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very much the energy of the Eight of Swords I'm picking up too from that, is like going around and around something in your head. And it's like you need an outlet because you're working yourself up almost, it feels like, in your head. You're creating more fears or anxieties or just like discomforts that don't need to be there.
Yeah, and when you do that, you start to believe that stuff that you're thinking, and then you make it real when it's not actually real.
Yeah, like self-fulfilling prophecy. Because
Yes.
I feel like you're more powerful than you know you are in regards to your mind and what it is that you can actually manifest. But when you're focusing on the more like the struggle, because this is like, you're like, this is a struggle. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is a struggle. But in the recent past, you have the Three of Cups, which I really like. What was that? The Six of Wands. See, like you're good. You're in a really good space. You just feel like there's something missing. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. But I feel like in the recent past, you've been spending time with friends and family. You've maybe felt supported, even if you went through some shit. And now you're starting to feel successful and you're starting to feel like seen by people. Maybe just not in regards to love yet.
I've got the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, so this is some new physical, real world opportunity presenting itself to you. I've got what came out is very interesting. There's the Three of Cups that you just mentioned. there's the Knight of Pentacles, this time in the upright, and what's in the reverse for me is the Hanged Man. I don't read reversals, but for some reason when I read with Lisa, reversals come out and I'm told to take them, so I do. But this is things are not actually stuck. Like there's the stuck energy present, but it's reversed. It's like it's not as stuck as you believe it to be. There is actual progress being made. It just might be happening at a slower pace than you want to see it. And a lot of times, this is a frustrating energy because you want to see something happen at a fast pace and you're getting the snail's pace. And this can feel like the hanged man energy, like nothing's actually moving, but it is moving. The hanged man is in reverse, and you've got this actual forward movement toward three cups, toward being united with someone.
Yeah.
And an opportunity approaching for that.
Yeah, and it's about your perception for sure with the hanged man. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like I was thinking the other day about how the time right before you get a manifestation is the hardest because you're being asked to level up to meet it the most at that point, right? That high vibration. So it's a time when you feel really self-aware and really like accountable. And it's like you have to show up. And it can feel like the universe is like being hard on you. And you can view it that way. And then it's kind of like things still come to you, but it feels harder. Or there might be delays, but then you can make it flow more easily if you just realize like what's actually happening on a grander scale, right? Like, oh, I'm only being asked to show up more because it's super fucking close. And then you can take that accountability still. But
as you started talking about that, the Hierophant is what jumped out. I mean, like their grander scale there, like this is like commitment, going to the next level. Hanged man on the bottom, like you feel stuck with that, but you're not actually stuck.
Yeah, that's totally in your control.
Mm-hmm.
But who or what is coming in for you in the near future in regards to love? I like this. Like you have the 9 of Cups and the Magician with the 7 of Cups in reverse. I just feel like you get so much emotional clarity, and I feel like you let yourself be happy and you manifest happiness. You make it like your only focus here. See how you're looking right at it? It's like your whole focus is on these 9 cups, and it's all about you rising up into your power, rising up into remembering who you are so that you can step into your blessings. But it's like there's no confusion here. It could also be someone else as well that's part of this, that's very, they feel very powerful. But I almost feel like for this pile, I'm getting the vibe that it's like what's coming in is the next stage in your evolution from which you'll be able to manifest like a love. But this almost seems like it's about you in this reading. And I also got the poet and the teacher. Expresses soul insights in symbolic language and the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So it's like you're learning these almost poetic, grand lessons, and you're changing the way that you see the world. Yeah.
That's so crazy. I got the Hanged Man on the bottom again. And right behind that is the 5 of Pentacles. So, this can be some sort of an abandonment that happened where you got left behind or tossed away or broken up with. It could be an abandonment issue, but it can also be that feeling of like feeling like something's not good enough, either about yourself and you're stuck in that, or maybe what you want you feel isn't good enough. What came out is the King of Wands and that Hierophant again. It's like the King of Wands knows exactly what he wants and he goes after it. He doesn't take no for an answer. This is like, I'm going to find a way or I'm going to make a way, but it's about wanting and desire for commitment, for advancing to the next level. And it's possible that what you were wanting at some point wasn't actually good enough. And now you're stepping into this 9 of Cups where you're wanting from the right place and you're going to get it then. That's awesome.
And with like perfect clarity. So that just to me seems like you're moving into a phase of like powerful manifestation. And there's something too about like the universe is teaching you how to manifest at this time. And it's happening like in an almost like artistic, it's a creative kind of way. So maybe you're receiving messages through music but whatever, this lesson is being taught to you in a poetic, like in a beautiful kind of way. And I feel like the phase you're moving into is just bringing in beauty. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Your perception and feelings for the person coming in next, the Fool and the Emperor. Okay. I love it. This is you feeling like you ain't got time for anything less than the Emperor, and you know exactly what that shit looks like. And you're ready to stand on a branch on the tree that is the Emperor, right? It's like you want someone you can actually trust and rely on. And I feel like you feel this person that comes in next is that for you. Yeah, I like it. Looks like you're willing to take a risk on this person. Champ,
Exactly, yeah.
champ.
Mhm. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. There's you manifesting again and again. You're manifesting from the right place. I got the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse. Like there was some upheaval previously in you manifesting what you want. You weren't doing it the right way. Now we've got the willingness to take the first steps down that new path, like to go for it, like
Yeah.
taking those steps in the right direction, like manifesting what you actually want.
Yeah. And those two cards keep coming up together, and they're so powerful because it's like the Hierophant, the King of Wands, the Emperor, and it's just like the most in dominion of yourself on like a soul level, a physical level, like every level. Those are like the cards that express that the most in tarot. So I just feel like you're coming into like a place of power over yourself and the world around you. And love is just kind of like one small part of it. Um, their perception and feelings for you, they perceive you as the Hierophant and they feel the Four of Swords. They see you exactly as you are because you keep coming out as the Hierophant, right? They're like, you're wise, you're learning lessons. This is someone I could build with on a spiritual level. This is someone I could commit to long term, maybe marry with the Hierophant. And I like it because they're thinking about their feelings. They're thinking about their feelings, which I know sounds like obvious, but it's something that a lot of people don't actually do nowadays.
Right.
And this person, they're not just rushing in based on a desire, even though the desire is strong. They're thinking, they're unpacking, like, why do I feel the way I feel about group two? So they want to make sense of it, but they're open to you.
Got the Two of Pentacles on the bottom again, which is like back and forth kind of energy with the Hierophant. It's okay. So I think they might start out a little back and forth about taking things to the next level with you, but then I got the Fool with the Magician again, like manifesting it and then just saying, you know what, screw it. I don't need to know how this is going to work. I'm just going to go for it here. I think they
Yeah.
do pick up on some of what was going on with you in the past, though. There's that Five of Pentacles we already saw. And central to the three cards that came out is the Three of Swords, which can be heartbreak and sadness or some sort of a devastating loss that you felt. And then surrounding it is Judgment and the King of Wands again. So again, like ascending to the next level, like passing a final verdict and judgment on the heartbreak and moving on toward what it is that you actually want. I feel like this person has desire for you, and at the beginning they might seem a little hesitant, but then that quickly goes away.
Yeah. And you might even just perceive this Four of Swords as hesitancy because they're just kind of like in their head. They might not be communicating what they're thinking while they're in that energy, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it's like they're trying to make sure that you're out of the woods, I feel like, before they come towards you. Because they feel like a new opportunity with you wouldn't work with the Eight of Swords or the Eight of Pentacles in reverse if they come to you too early. So maybe you have been vocal about the pain that you've been in the past or something. This person knows where you're at on your healing journey, something like that.
Good grief. It won't let me shuffle through even one time. It keeps flipping cards over and showing them to me. There was about 6 of them there. Yeah,
Wants to
the
talk
star
about you.
just showed itself to me, like the healing, the hope. Like
Here's the Lovers and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Like I just feel like there's so much Like, yeah, Spirit is saying, I feel like both our decks just want to say so much because there's so much coming in for you. And like I said, it's beyond just love, it's like every different area of your life.
Mhm.
You're opening the floodgates, but it's funny that your energy is like, nothing's happening. And Spirit's like, oh, bitch, buckle up because like
Yeah.
everything is about to happen and you just don't see it.
Grab your helmet. You're going to need it.
Seriously. Okay, your advice is the Five of Cups in reverse, Temperance, and the Tower. See, like this is exactly it's like this craziness is about to occur. Okay. Like shit's about to go down, my friends. Like there's no sugarcoating this, but it's a great shit that's going down. Like it's amazing. Temperance is you having the seatbelt on so that you stay balanced and you don't just fall into this head first because it is going to be a lot and you have to sort of keep balanced. I feel almost like it's going to come in waves. And the other thing is just allow yourself to let go of the grief of the past to make more room for what's coming in.
Not good grief. Basically what you just said, like Eight of Wands, it's coming and it's coming fast. So you may not see it yet, but you will, and it's going to rock your Ponderosa. It's going to be a game changer. Right in the middle of that is you detaching from the stuff that's not for you anymore. It's leaving the 8 cups behind, detaching from that and going down the new path toward your own happiness and fulfillment. That's what this is going to take you on, and it's going to change everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like this is really just about continuing to be aligned with yourself first and foremost. For the oracle cards that we got to close things off for you, we got To Be Fair as the first one. So this to me is stay in alignment because then it's a number 11 when you put the 8 and the 3 together. And so that's again, accountability and alignment with your own path is what's going to bring you this paradise, which is the happiness, the expansion, the joy, the counterpart, like the playfulness, everything, whatever you want, fill in the blank there. And for a lot of you, it has to do with the second house, which is Taurus energy, and it's what you own in the physical, what you have like put your heels in and dug your heels in and like really worked for through, your own personal ascension journey, I feel like. But yeah, it's like cha-ching energy. I feel like it's beautiful. Like it. So just keep doing the work and don't be so impatient because when it all comes in at once, you might be like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
So buckle up.
It's going to be like a rocket launcher, I feel.
Buckle up. That's what the energy feels like. But meanwhile, they're sitting here like nothing's happening. It's like the universe is like, yeah, we'll see about that. So, okay, let's get these cards out of the way and move on to group 3. Group 3. Okay. I like these messages so far.
Yes, very, very positive, uplifting messages. Awesomeness.
I like it. Single is where it's at, apparently. Did I not pull enough cards for this group? I feel like I didn't pull enough cards for this group. So I'm just gonna, that's so weird. I guess that I was meant to pull the other ones live. So that's what I'll do. I only pulled like half the spread pre-pulled for group number 3.
Okay.
I have no idea why. Okay, so the second half of the spread I'll just pull as we go. But your energy in regards to love at this time is the 4 of Cups. Okay, so there's an energy of you feeling a little bit disappointed, maybe by someone, maybe just by the lack of someone. Tell me about the 4 of Cups for group 3. Oh, you're also in group 3 if you chose this pink tourmaline as well. Just to recap. Okay. Emperor in reverse, the Sun. It feels like you saw someone's true colors and maybe they were just more immature than you thought that they were, but it's like this is a falling short, I feel like, and it's a disappointment. Yeah.
Well, disappointment is for certain. There we go. The Five of Cups. Like, this is usually sadness and remorse about the past, or being focused on something that you don't have and feeling that gap in your life, or something that you've lost and feeling the loss. That's what this card is really about, is where is your focus? Because whatever you focus on literally dictates to you what you're going to feel. So you focus on stuff that's not here and you feel that lack, where you do have things that you could be happy about. It's just about controlling your focus and probably being disappointed because you don't see these two cups yet.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
actually came out here was
It can be easy to be disappointed when you're focused on the past, like you
yeah,
said, right? And then
definitely.
you don't feel the good energy coming in.
And then there's almost like a conflict inside of you about whether or not to even put the work in to get the two cups, because the three cups have already been spilled previously. And it's like a piece of you wants to do that, but then another piece of you probably doesn't want a repeat of the negative emotions that you felt here.
Yeah.
Possibly at the hand of someone from your past that was a little wishy-washy and in and out and back and forth and non-committal and couldn't make up their mind what the hell they actually wanted. It caused you some issues that way.
Definitely, because in the recent past was the Ace of Pentacles or materials in reverse here. So it's like there was an opportunity, but again, it was a disappointing opportunity because it ended up falling through, or just not getting off the ground to begin with. Or maybe it's something you speculated would be like a beautiful opportunity and it was taken away. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse. It's like you feel like you're up against a wall. 10 of Cups in reverse. In the past, this is the past, you felt like you were up against a wall and there's nothing you could do. You lost something, whether that was just your hope and belief that it could be something, or whether that was actually something substantial. But
Yeah, definitely lost something. I got the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So not only are we going backwards from the four to the three is upside down. This would be like teamwork and collaboration and working together as equals to build something of value. You'd be building the Ten of Pentacles, combining together. But that didn't work out, and there's still something about that you're holding on to.
yeah. Okay. Who or what is coming in for you? You have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. You also have Femme Fatale and the Healer. Highlights the erotic nature of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected, and a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, the ability to help transform pain into healing. I feel like this is you, but maybe the person coming in for you is also in this energy where they're looking extra attractive because they're doing the work, like they're doing the healing, which it feels like you are. But this is someone that you're going to be really attracted to. And it feels like they have a softness, they're tapped into their feminine energy, whether they're a male or a female. But this person is coming towards you with their heart on their sleeve for sure, with the Page and Knight of Cups. Yeah. It feels like you settle down a path with them.
Holy crap. I got Six of Wands on the bottom. That's an energy of recognizing something, and what you recognize allows you to move forward successfully. Right in the center of all this, I've got pretty much the major arcana version of that, the Chariot. It's about overcoming obstacles and getting past all that stuff through sheer will alone and moving forward very quickly in success and victory. That's the fastest energy in the deck, but surrounding it are two more major arcana cards, the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. The Empress to me is like the birth of something new, and that's going to happen very, very quickly. And the Wheel of Fortune, this could be divine timing, as in, like, you may not see it right now, but it's on its own time, and when it's time, it's going to happen, and then it will happen very quickly. Or this could even represent, like, the universe turning this wheel in the background, making sure things line up for you the way they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen can happen, and that will be getting past the obstacles and moving forward quickly in the birth of something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now you're waiting on it, though. And there's still elements of the past underlying your waiting. So you might be still waiting on someone from your past or some issue from the past to get cleared up, but at some point that's not going to matter anymore.
Yeah, for sure. This feels like the energy of someone that like just sweeps you right off your feet the second that you come in, and not in like a love bomby way, but just like you're so attracted to one another and the energy just feels good. Like with the healer, the knight, and the page of cups, that's just like it feels good, and you like you want to be around them. It's like the path is almost chosen for you with the two of wands in reverse because it's like a no-brainer.
And the Wheel of Fortune out there with it. It's like, dude, this is
Yeah,
going to happen no matter what.
this is meant to be.
Yes.
Okay, your perception and feelings of this person when they come in. Let's pull them because apparently I forgot when I was doing this last night. So, your perception for this person. The Four of Wands, okay, and your feelings. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I mean, as we've been saying, your perception of this person is the Four of Wands. It's like pure joy. This person is your happy place. This person is your happy place. It's like when they come around, the world is just like a giant lollipop, and you're like in Candyland. I don't know. It's like you feel childish in a playful kind of way, not a negative kind of way. This person is like makes you giddy, I feel like.
This is hopefully not triggering for you, but this is calling you out. It's like, hey, this is a good connection for you right here. Get out of your head and stop thinking about it and over analyzing things, and stop being so critical of whether this is going to work out or not, and pulling yourself in two different directions at the same time. Like, getting in your head is the wrong thing to do. Just recognize the connection and accept it.
Yeah. It's almost like I don't know. It feels like it's coming in like the tower came up a couple times, didn't it? It feels like it's coming in like a wrecking ball
Yes.
because it's like there's this sexy, like magnetic energy, this like deep sensual attraction to this person. It's not just like the romance and whatever of the cups here. It's also something deeper than that, something that feels genuinely healing to you. And I think that's why your feelings are the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you just feel like it feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, their perception and feelings for you. Let's see. Their perception. The Two of Cups. And feelings. This is so cute. Like I cannot even with you guys. Like stop, but don't stop. But stop. It's so cute. This is like what dreams are made of. And I'm like the single tarot reader that's like, oh, you guys. Just, yeah. They perceive you as being, it's like you see each other as being very close to what the other does. These are two cards of like, I found my best fucking friend. And also, I love the shit out of you, bitch. And I feel like you both feel that way. Their feelings towards you are the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. They're willing to put any amount of work into this because they don't feel like it will be hard work with you being the Two of Cups.
Whoa, hey, explosion. What do we got? Okay. Six of Swords on the bottom. This is like moving forward into calmer waters. At its core, this is about moving away from something painful and moving forward toward what you actually want, or in this case, your person. So it wouldn't surprise me if they got hurt at some point in the past too. But like, this is like one foot in front of the other, methodical energy of like trying to get this to completion here. This is like one step at a time, not being in a hurry, not being in a rush, like not skipping steps. And yeah, look, the downside of the Knight of Pentacles is it can be slow, like slow and painful and need a lot of patience. But the good side is he doesn't rush. He doesn't make so many mistakes because he's trying to move faster than he should. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
I would way rather see this than the Knight of Swords who doesn't think about things first and they just do it, or the Knight of Wands who does it and then changes his mind and wants to go in and out and back and forth. This person knows what they're doing and they're doing it one step at a time.
Yeah, but they're backed by like a lot of emotion and very real, like authentic emotion. It feels like this person trusts themselves. Like they feel like someone who's in the flow. They're in flow with themselves. They're in touch with themselves. Um, your advice surrounding this. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Make space for this person. 10 of Pentacles. I shit you not. Nine of Pentacles in reverse into the 10 of Pentacles. What? You are leveling up from the Nine of Pentacles. So you're meant to like let that go, that way of life. Get used to not being alone, you know, get used to leveling up your single bed, whatever it is, group number 3. It make space for this person. And that means like, you know, look at your own habits and your ways of thinking. You might have to like change some things because I feel like you're gonna be integrating your life with someone soon.
This is good. Ace of Swords, the Magician, and the Six of Cups in reverse. So the past is out. You're not manifesting the way you did in the past. You're not doing things that same way. You're not stuck on the past. You have clarity about what it is you're manifesting. You're manifesting from a place of being clear on what you want and not from the way you did it in the past. And that's exactly what you need to do. Like, yeah, very on the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands. She knows exactly what she wants.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're aligning with yourself and then you're able to align more with this person naturally. You might want to watch group 2. It was kind of similar energy.
Mm-hmm. Not
Um,
only does the Queen of Wands know what she wants, she knows what she deserves, and she won't
yeah.
do anything less than that.
Yeah, for sure. And the oracle cards that we have for you, you have Desert, Vision Quest, and then Surrender to Joy. So I feel like again, you're going through your own thing at this time and you're just being asked to open up to like the beauty and the good stuff that's coming into you. It says a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So just be open to joy coming in. And you also have not enough, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self sabotage, fear, ego issues, or jealousy. I feel like this might be just like a doubt that you feel like you are not enough at this time for whatever reason, and you need to drop it. This might be part of like what you're going in within to see at this time. Maybe how you're making space to let this person in. But yeah, it looks good overall to me, I think.
Very good.
Keep on keeping on, group number 3. And we're going to move on to group number 4. Okay. I feel like that group was fast.
Mm-hmm.
That group was just like zoom, zoom.
Number 4.
The right amount of cards for this group? Yeah, I did. That was so weird. I only pulled half of that one group spread and only them.
Still awesome how we keep getting the same cards.
I know. It's weird. It feels like there's an energetic tether. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like between like the cards even and just like our energies when we read together.
Yep.
This is new for us too, right? You
Yeah.
guys, like we've never done this before. We just were like, you want to collaborate? And so it's interesting like how the energies like are working together.
This is our second time. It did that in the first time too.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, spiritual nerd, but I like it. Okay. What's happening? What's shaking? Group number 4. You're in group number 4 if you chose the aquamarine little guy. Okay. What the heck? Queen of Wands. Energy regarding love. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Wands came flying out. Give me one more. Or 2 more, sure. Judgment and the Six of Swords in reverse. I heard you shall not pass. It's like that scene from like with Gandalf and his big like stick or whatever. This it's judgment day for you. These are people of the past, I feel like, and people that you allowed because you weren't in the Queen of Wands energy. And now it's like you have these healthy boundaries. You're able to judge and discern what can come with you and what can't because you've leveled up and you see the level up. And you might be kind of shut down to love at this time though, because of this. So this I feel like might also be your energy. Like, I don't know, there's something there.
Okay. Well, I'm getting something similar here. I've got the Hanged Man, but in reverse this time. So, like getting unstuck because you've put in the work on getting unstuck. You've cut yourself down from what had you stuck before. The Queen of Swords is she who knows the truth. Like she speaks the truth and she cuts off the things and the people that aren't in her best interest anymore. She's like the off with your head, I take no bullshit queen. Do have an opportunity presenting itself on the bottom of the deck, though. Ace of Pentacles.
I'm almost getting the energy for you, group number 4, specifically, that you may have been single for like quite some time. I didn't really necessarily get that with the other groups, but I feel like you guys may have been single for like a while because this almost also feels like that energy of like you are open and you want to, but you're still easing yourself back into the scene of dating and like being okay with it and not being freaked out by it.
Yeah,
That's kind
because
of
the
the
Hanged
vibe.
Man here, the energy is still present of being stuck. It's just upside down, like we're coming out of that at this point, or at least working on coming out of it.
Yeah. It's just like you might feel a little insecure in regards to love, I'm kind of feeling, but I think you're aware of it. In your recent past, you have the Hanged Man. Okay. So the Hanged Man is you feeling a lot more stuck than you are now, feeling almost suspended. And maybe there was an element of this that was actually really beautiful with this behind you. It feels like this could be the phase of being single for some time, right? You were suspended and you were meant to be there for a time, right? With the Hanged Man, he puts himself there for a time to achieve a goal. And so you were in this singular, elevated, transcendent kind of Piscean, dreamy energy, Neptunian energy. Verify this. But I feel like this was really beneficial to you. The 7 of Swords in reverse and the 2 of Cups. You needed to see like what was actually meant for you. The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. You needed to see clearly, so you shut yourself off, it feels like, maybe from love to observe love. If that makes sense.
Wow. 4 and 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, the 6 of Wands. If that's not sequential storyline here, like something from the past was hung up with your stability, like stability of home life, family life, stability of a relationship, stability of what you were trying to manifest actually showing up. There's some sort of conflict around that stability, possibly where you wanted one thing and they wanted something different and you pulled yourselves away from each other. Or you could have just had some sort of internal conflict related to like what you believed or desired from some sort of stable connection again. But then there's this energy of recognizing something, what you're recognizing allowing you to move forward successfully and manifest things in a much more successful way than you were here, because here you were manifesting from being conflicted internally. Yeah. Now we're not in that. Now we're in Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands. Wasn't the Queen of Wands what you had at the very beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're clear on what you want.
Yeah. It was a time of for sure transcending like an old way
Yes.
of thinking, I feel like.
Some lesson learned, some cycle completed, advancing on to the next one.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so who and what is coming in for you in the near future in regards to love? You have the Five of Wands again, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords in reverse, and then the Storyteller and the Gambler. You might have a lot coming in, and it's not all like welcome. I feel like that's natural though, because you've elevated, right? And you have to like cut away things that were in alignment with you when you were down lower. It's almost like things, people maybe that you used to vibe with that you can't anymore. There is some sort of like the Five of Wands, right? It's like conflict, or there's just a shift, but it's like a notable shift and everyone notices it and there's friction. But you feel stable because you've made up your mind here. Like you feel stable because you know yourself more than you've ever known yourself at this time, I feel like. But it's almost like the shift that happened when you were in this hanged man energy is now being reflected around you in the physical, in your relationships. And I feel like there's fresh energy and there's abundance coming in, and yeah, maybe love as well, but there's also a lot falling away. What did you say? The Storyteller, the ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. And the Gambler says a willingness to follow your intuition even when others doubt you. Like you realize you're writing your own story here, or this could be someone that's coming in too, right? There's someone who's very in control of their life. They are the architect of their destiny, and they're willing to take those chances based on their intuition.
You just can't make this up. Like what's coming in, I got the Four of Wands and the Lovers again. So a stable connection this time, like one that feels powerful, one that's like reciprocated back and like equal to what you're bringing to the table. On the bottom of the deck, I got the Empress, the birth of something new. There's a little bit of hesitancy, uncertainty, going back and forth about it at the beginning, it looks like. But then there's the King of Wands and the Sun, which we've seen the Queen of Wands a couple times. There's the counterpart to that energy and bringing a lot of happiness with it. Got
Yeah,
good stuff coming.
that seems really aligned. And that's the other thing, is that like I'm having trouble almost discerning which energy is yours and whether it's just
Yeah.
yours or whether there's another person in there. And I think that that's kind of beautiful though, because it's like it's telling me that your energy and this person's is so aligned that I'm having difficulty telling them apart,
Right.
if that is the case. So I feel like the person that tells you something about who's coming in next. It's someone that you're gonna just feel like you're the same on the inside almost, I want to say, in some way. Your perception and feelings of this person, the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Three of Pentacles, Four of Cups. You perceive them as someone that you could build with for sure. This might be someone from your past that you're thinking about, that you want a fresh sort of you want to start something fresh with, because it feels like this may be someone that there was love lost at one point in time that you might want to recommit to, because your feelings, you're still a little disappointed. You're looking at this person like I could build with you, but you're still feeling a disappointment with the Four of Cups some way.
Yeah,
You
I'm
feel that?
seeing like under the surface of it all, there's some sort of a wall. Possibly you got hurt and built a wall around yourself as like a defense mechanism so you don't get hurt. The card that came out, Ace of Pentacles, some opportunity, new opportunity presenting itself.
Yeah.
I don't, on the bottom, I've got the Ace of Wands. So I don't know still if this is like a brand new opportunity sparking up a new connection and passion and desire, or if this is re-sparking a previous connection here, because the next card I have is Judgment, which can sometimes be about resurrecting something from the past, bringing it back to life and re-sparking it and transforming it so it's not the same as it was when it hurt you. And then I've got the Fool energy here of taking the blind leap of faith on that.
Yeah. I could see it being either way, kind of. For some of you, it might be someone from the past. For some of you, it might be someone new. And either way, there's been like some love lost, even if it was just you and your outlook on love itself, like you becoming a little jaded, then that might be what you're working with at this time if it wasn't someone specific. But there's just some sort of feeling of disappointment, and you're wanting to close the cycle and heal this and reconcile it so you can feel good again, but you're still kind of on the fence.
I'm wondering if maybe there's a new person and an old person coming around at the same time here. Two of Pentacles could be like, ooh, which one do I take?
That
There's
could be.
recognition about some toxic energy or some feeling of being trapped and stuck to something that maybe you couldn't get away from. Some fear, worry, and anxiety about uncertainty behind that.
And that actually makes a lot of sense, because what's coming in for them with the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Swords in reverse, right? This can be competition, the
Okay.
5 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords in reverse means that they have to make a choice at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be. That sounds exciting. But you're probably learning lots of lessons, and you're seeing things from this higher perspective that you gained in the near or the recent past. So again, in the middle of those 2 cards is you as the Queen of Pentacles. You're solid. So like, don't feel like freaked out, but I feel like there is a lot that you're going to be shifting and moving with. Their perception and feelings for you, they perceive you as the 9 of Wands in reverse. Their feelings are the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's a lot of fire. Someone perceives you as not wanting to push forwards or not wanting to give something another shot. Maybe clarify the 9 of Wands. The 5 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this feels like someone that you blocked out. This feels like someone from the past looking in. And it's like, you don't want to fight. You maybe don't want to talk with the 8 of Wands in reverse, but it's like you lost all of the energy that you had to run this race, so to speak, with this person. But then their feelings, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Who is this? I don't feel like this is the solid option that's coming in. Knight of Wands in reverse. The King of Cups. I don't really like this person's energy. I don't know. Their feelings feel like really erratic, not going to lie, but then they want to front like they're the King of Cups. But I love you, baby. But like, I'm going to do all this shit that isn't love. That's what this feels like. And then call it love. And it's like, love should not ever be based on how much shit you can take from someone. Like, that's not love. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. It's almost like someone who recognizes what it is that you're trying to manifest is that kind of love. Like, this is like the happy fairy tale love connection we all want, but that can also be the negative aspect of it. It's like we'll delude ourselves into believing that this is that happy fairy tale thing I've always dreamed about, when sometimes it's not. I got the Queen of Wands out here with the Two of Wands. So that's some fork in the road, some decision point about which of these two paths leads you to the world that you really want, and which path do you leave behind. And the path that needs chosen here is the Empress, the birth of something new. So I feel like this is probably the past person who's trying to convince you that this is the happy, true love that you were supposed to get. And then you recognizing, no, I've manifested something new that I actually do want and have desire for. And it's just a matter of choosing the new one and not the old one, is what it feels like to me.
Yeah, for sure. I could see that, because it's almost like at first you have a little bit of internal conflict about it, but then it's like, I'm seeing you just like shake your head and be like, what? No, I know what to do, kind of thing. Like, yeah. Okay. Your advice is the 7 of Pentacles. Watch your investments, like watch where you invest your time. You have the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, that's what this is. You may have choices in regards to love, and you have to discern which one is the 2 of Cups. So be careful where you put your investment. Put it into the 2 of Cups, not a situation that's going to be more emotionally confusing for you. Right?
This feels like it's saying, like, in terms of commitments, and this 10 of Cups happy fairy tale combining yourselves together emotionally, it's like, pay attention to what's true. Like the sun being in reverse is almost like someone's trying to pass something off that hasn't been fully illuminated here, related to commitment and happy fairy tale endings. And then there's you recognizing that again.
Yeah.
You got the magician under it. So, I mean, this could be you recognizing what you're trying to manifest. It needs to be from the real spot where you can clearly see and it's not obfuscated. But with the King of Swords right behind it and the Hanged Man behind that, this can be some manipulative kind of an energy of someone who's showing up in this cold, calculated way and trying to convince you to stay stuck in this situation that they are trying to create for you. So again, I'm feeling two separate people here. One of them is awesome, and one of them is pretending to be.
Yeah, and it's almost like it might be someone who feels like they have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? That's coming in and they want to like write your story or write this story. They want you in their story. But Spirit's also saying like don't let them coming in acting stupid make you defensive either. Just stand strong in your energy because this is what is manifesting. It's what's manifesting your actual partner in. So try not to get defensive. Try to just be more unbothered, I feel like, by this other person. What are the oracle cards? Surrender to setting limits. Yeah, someone's coming in that you need to set a limit with. It's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs. Remember that no is a complete sentence. Someone needs to just be put in their place. A hidden gift, sadness and ending a new beginning. I feel like this is you closing out the old person and then the new person comes in.
Yeah.
And then
That's what this almost feels like to me. Is like you've gone through something where you had to learn a painful lesson, and this is like the universe like testing you to make sure you learned the lesson. It's like, I got this awesome new thing for you, but
yeah.
first I got to make sure that you studied and you can pass this test, and I'm going to bring the old person back to see if you fall for it again. If not, got the new person waiting.
Yeah, because it's like the universe doesn't want to give you something that if you'll fuck it up because you're not ready for it, right?
Right.
And it's like making double sure, not because it doesn't trust you, but just because it's like, because this needs to be totally closed out, whatever you're setting a limit for, or else this person wouldn't feel so comfortable just coming back in, right? So there's seems like the boundary setting is important. That's an important part of like closure of the past. But then you have Taurus, I have, and 12th house escape in reverse. So I feel like this is focusing on the present moment is how you're going to get through this. Focus on exactly where you are and be there. Don't try to escape. If you're in every moment, you'll know what to do. I feel like you already know what needs to be released, but it's just, it may bring some stuff up in you while you're actually doing it. Yeah, those are the messages that we have for you, group number 4. It has been a pleasure. Thanks for having me. And yeah,
If you haven't already, be sure to stop by Lisa's channel, Flow State, and follow her, subscribe to her. She does all kinds of readings that are way different than what I do. I focus entirely on love and relationships, and she runs the full spectrum. So stop by and check her out.
come hang out with me. Okay, bye, you guys.